The latest horrors of the Trump campaign have manifested in a rally at Madison Square Garden, New York, in scenes eerily reminiscent of the American far right's support for Hitler and Germany's Nazis in the 1930s. Indeed, fascism is here in full force. With just over a week to go until the election, the most vociferous elements of the Republican Party have united to signal their message to the world. The rally itself was the typical quagmire of right-wing talking points in 2024, with lowlights including racist attacks against Puerto Ricans, black Americans, and Trump's opponent Kamala Harris, misogynistic tirades against prominent female Democrats and women unbecoming of conservative visions of womanhood, direct encouragement of the genocide of Palestinians, repeated smears of LGBTQ people, mass deportations of immigrants and multicultural Americans, open promises to suppress political dissidents, increasing state violence against protesters, a general commitment to the rabid nationalism typifying conservative political parties in our current era, not to mention the unfettered growth of right-wing capitalism. A sewer, then, a dismal cesspool to wade through. But this is nothing new. Anyone of any political awareness will have been able to point to the disgusting ideas coursing through the Trump campaign, from as early as the first seeds of Trump running against Hillary Clinton, or a wider analysis of the trajectory of the Republicans and the larger conservative movement into the far right. What makes this moment so profound? An event destined for notoriety. We must consider, always, the power of imagery. The Republicans picked New York, a city that loathes Trump, in a state they will almost certainly lose, because it is an iconic location. The Big Apple, the Empire State. They fix the eyes on the world on them, in a major arena like the Garden, and use it as a means to amplify their hatred, their bile, their fascism. The message isn't a convincing one, designed to win over the plurality of Americans voting in the state and nation, but a fascist one, designed to win the specific type of American courted by the far right. Along lines of white supremacy, patriarchal ideology, cis-heteronormativity, ultra-capitalism, and fanatic nationalism, the vision of Trump's America is drawn through this rally, one in which the vile arguments conjured by Trump and his allies is placed at the centre of the campaign, not smuggled away in dog whistles or off-hand remarks in interviews, but spotlighted, triumphant and unabashed, in the eyepiece moment of the campaign. It is a dire and bleak prospect to consider that this moment may have worked, may have galvanised an army of bigots into action. This is an assumption that is almost irrelevant, however. The forces of fascism are here, and have been for a long time, and whether it comes in the force of electoral success, state violence, tyrannical corporations, or global atrocities, the far right are a present threat in society. It is therefore unto us to act against this, through every and any means necessary. No axis to which the far right coordinate can be ignored. If every errand is a battle, an opportunity for fascists to seize more power, then every moment must be contested, and said power must be denied to the far right. In 2024, with the election a week away, this axis is the election, and that power is voting. Alongside all the other forms of resistance, alongside every act we can take to defy and counter fascism, we must engage with the framework Trump and the Republican Party will use to architect his route to political power. It is imperative they are not given a key to accelerating their plan. Every second the far right holds the White House is a second closer to the nightmare their fascist rally promises to unleash. The consequences for America and the world are unthinkable. Let us make last night a case study of far right activity for future historians to study, and not the last major event before an electoral victory for Trump.